All right, I wanted to come on. I'm sorry, the sun is like beaming in here and it is what it is. So the light is kind of crazy in here at the moment. Sorry, I still have my clip in from this morning. I did my face this morning and I pulled my hair up and I actually liked it off my face. And I've just been bopping around doing housework and stuff, so I just left it. I did put a little mineral powder on today because I thought I was going to go do errands and it's pretty sunny out today and I thought I was going to be out and about. So I did throw a little mineral powder on and I'm thinking I might be running out, so I just did a little touch up and I actually touched up with my pure Anada. It wasn't like the base that I had on earlier, but I did touch up with this. I've talked about this before in my videos of my favorite powders, and especially the powders that have SPF. And I've talked about how I like the older formula a little bit better than the new formula because it has boron nitride in it, which gives it more of that glow, like a bismuth oxychloride kind of glow. And it puts it kind of on par with like a Jane Iredale glow. I'm not saying the formula is exactly the same, okay, but what I'm saying is it really, I mean, look with the light coming in, look at the glow. Like it really has that glow. And honestly, I love it. The one I had on prior, I love too. My Bella Pierre, I absolutely love it. I've had it on all day. And again, I just wanted to like touch up around my nose and my cheeks and stuff in case I head out, because it's still pretty sunny out and I'm not like a freak about sunscreen, but I do try to protect my skin when the UV is high, and it's actually a pretty nice day today. So I'm thinking the UV is kind of up there. And I just wanted to share with you guys, I just took a bunch of them, but there was a website I found that has the older formula still, and I just bought up all my shades. They didn't have much. They had 2 in this shade, I think, 2 in this amber shade. It says honey amber, but amber shade. They had 1 in the soft wheat, which is what I wear. And then they did have a couple neutral shades, and I just got them. As if they don't work for me, they'll work for my sister. And my sister wears mineral powder, and I know she'll love it. And then there was another color. It was a neutral shade, and I just got that because I know it'll be good for my sister. And again, if it works for me, great. If not, I'll give it to my sister. I'll probably give her one anyway because I always love to like pass stuff along to her. Yeah, she helps my mom out a lot because she lives closer to my mom than I do. So she's like my mom's, number one. And I always like to just send her things anyway, just to like let her know that I really appreciate all that she does. So I just scooped up some of these and they were actually on sale too. They were a really, really good price, probably because it's the older formula and they want to move it out. So I was thrilled. I am like so happy right now. I can't even tell you, because when I knew that they were discontinuing it, or they did discontinue it, the first thing I did was tried to find this, and I stocked up. So I did buy some. I do have a little bit of a stash, but the more that I use products, I just was like, I need to see if I can find more of this. So I did, and I'm pretty happy about it. So these were actually really cheap. And I did find another website though that is selling this older version. They're just not quite as cheap, but that's okay. Honestly, even at the regular price, it is still so worth it. Like I can't even say how much I love this product. Now, another ingredient that it contains though is silica. Okay, and I can actually feel it on my face right now, because when you put a product with silica on your face, it feels a little drying at first, but at least in my experience, it goes away after about 15-20 minutes, and this is what gives it the longevity. This powder literally will stay on all day long. We are talking from morning till night. This stuff is amazing. It is truly, truly one of my favorites. And again, I have a lot of favorites. I love a lot of my powders, but this one is just incredible. So again, initially it has that kind of tightening, little bit of a drying feeling because it is absorbing the oils, but it's going to basically keep your mineral powder on all day long. And this does go away. The feeling goes away. I have another powder too that has some mineral powder that has some rice powder in it. And again, it feels just a little bit drying on the initial application. And then I just spritz it with a little rose water. And then after about 20 minutes, It's like, okay, it's gone. Like the feeling is completely gone. So it's just temporary. And I always like to warn people of that because you don't want to judge it by that. It does go away. Okay. And you can always just make sure that you put it on super lubricated skin. But I did my skin this morning. So I just put it on now, which means I didn't have my face all lubed up. I just literally touched up around my nose and around my cheek area. And I just wanted to tell you guys that you might still be able to find this. Now, how will you know if it's the new formula or the old formula? The old formula shades are 2 name shades. So this is Amber Honey. The other shade that I love is Soft Wheat. Okay, so it's all 2 words: Pacific Tan, Sun-Kissed Canadian, Niagara Fawn, or whatever. The new shades are reduced to just 1 word. So this is either amber or honey. I can't remember. I don't remember which word they used. I think they chose honey, I think. And then the soft wheat is just wheat. Okay, so they dropped the 2 name. That's how you know if it's the old one or the new one. And again, it's the old one that contains the boron nitride, which scores a 0 on EWG if you're into that. If you like, trust that. But it is a non-toxic ingredient. And I think, I can't speak for Pure Anada, okay, but I think the reason they stopped using it is maybe because it is synthesized. It's a synthetic mineral, and it's not like from the earth, and maybe that's what they're trying to do. Maybe they're trying to, like, they're saying their product is a natural mineral powder. Maybe they want it to really be natural. But then again, titanium dioxide and zinc oxide are made in a lab too. Even though I think they can be found in nature, maybe, sort of, kind of, like, but I don't know. That starts getting into some really gray area. But I was really disappointed when they took the boron nitride out of their product. So I love it. It's an ingredient that I absolutely love in a product. And honestly, I wish it had cerussite as well, because boron nitride and cerussite together are like next level. The cerussite is a mica, but it's like, it's softer and more fine, and it's just gives you that glow, like, you know. So I really love that too. But again, this is amazing. And yeah, I love the older formula so much. Again, don't be sad if you can only get the new one. The new one is really good too, but this one just, it's over the top good. Okay. And I mean, as far as being silky soft, again, it's probably not as silky soft as my Jane Iredale or, you know, some of my others, but it doesn't need to be because it looks so good on my skin. Like, yeah, looks amazing. So also, boron nitride is a very expensive ingredient. So it could be a financial decision too as to why they dropped it. I really don't know. Maybe they just decided, in order to keep their prices the same, that they would drop the boron nitride. I really don't know why they did that. I personally think it was a bad decision. I don't like it when companies change their formulas when you've built your entire reputation on this formula and then you change it. It kind of makes me crazy. Why fix something that's not broken? And I didn't know that they changed their formula. They just said that they were upgrading and they were just changing the shade names and whatever. They didn't say they were changing the formula. And so I ended up buying a couple, and I looked at the ingredients just to compare, and I'm like, these aren't the same. So I thought it was a mistake. So I reached out to the company and they were like, oh no, we just took out the boron nitride. And I was like, what? Like, are you kidding me? So I used the product. I really liked it. It looked good on my skin. Like, I'm not saying I didn't like it, but I'm like, no, I'm gonna try to see if I can find these. So I did. I was really happy that I was able to find some of the older ones. So you might still be able to. Okay, so just type in Pure Anada Loose Mineral Foundation and just check out the places that sell it. And again, you'll know by the 2 names. Okay? Instead of 1, just 2 names, and you'll know. And the ingredients are going to contain boron nitride. All right? So I just wanted to put that out there because I love this product so much. It's ridiculous. But do keep in mind, If you have dry skin, you are going to feel a little something for a little while, okay? But it does go away. At least on me, it goes away. It goes after, 15, 20 minutes, okay? And then it will last all day, at least on my skin, all right? If you have different skin from me, I don't know, but that's what it is for me. So we're at 10 minutes. That's what I wanted to say. Good luck. If you don't love the product, don't shoot me, okay? I love the product. I'm 57 years old. I don't do anything to my skin. Well, I'm almost 57. I'm going to be 57 in a couple of months. And I don't do anything modern to my skin. Everything I do is completely old school, gentle, old school stuff. So I'm not doing anything to my skin that's crazy. And this looks beautiful on my skin, okay? It doesn't settle too much into my fine lines. And you guys know if it does, all you have to do is just tap it out. Like, it's no big deal. And you can also spritz your face and then go in with a little beauty blender and just tap it out. Like, it's easy. It's easy to do. And you can also pour a little bit out into a dish. And you can also spray your brush with like a rose water or something and do it that way. Like, there's a couple different ways that you can do it. You can mix it into your moisturizer, face balm, whatever you're using. Like, yeah, there's a lot of different ways you can use it. Okay, so you don't have to use it in the dry powder form. I just do because it's easier and I'm kind of lazy. I do go outside, hold my breath, because you don't want to inhale. You don't want to inhale powders. No matter what it's made of. You do not want to inhale powders. It's really bad for your lungs. So hold your breath. And if you get a chance, check it out. If you can't find the old ones, it's okay. The new one is really, really good too. The new formula is really nice. And Pure Anada right now is having a 20% off sale on their main website. But if you want the old formula, you're going to have to go somewhere else and look for a different company that's selling them. Okay, and there's a few. I saw some. There was another company. They're out of Canada though. You're going to have to pay shipping and stuff. But there was a company that was selling these. They're just a little more money. But it's worth it, I think. Okay, signing out.